Hello? Hmm. Okay, maybe I'm the one who can't hear the audio. Maybe I should rejoin. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So everybody's having audio problems. Oh no. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can hear you. That's awesome. Okay.
Uh,
I will go back to sharing your slides then.
Thank you.
Um, mhm. Okay, let me know if you guys can see this. Oops.
Yeah, it works now. Hmm.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Um,
So,
okay.
sorry. All right. So, good day, everyone. I hope everyone's doing all right. So, my name is Sandra Oyarekhua, and a little introduction on the topic. We'll be talking about pressure, which I know most of us are already familiar with. Please, you can go to the next slide. Okay, so I have 5 years of experience as a software engineer. I graduated college last year with a degree in agri-economics, and my journey into tech was not quite straightforward. I tried as many as I could get my hands on before I actually picked software engineering. So that's basically about me. Next slide, please. Okay, so without wasting time, going straight into it. Pressure. Most of us are pretty familiar with this, should I call it advice? Leave tech, focus on school, tech will always be there. I know me, I heard that one when I was trying to balance tech with school. A lot of people told me tech will always be there, just get the degree first. So people are always going to have opinions, people are always going to have like what they think is best for you to do. Post on LinkedIn and you'll get hired. Learn cybersecurity if you want to make money. Here's 50 ways to land your first job. Many people have an opinion now on what they feel is the best way to land a job. So all this noise, so to say, it's very, very common now in not only tech space, in everywhere. Next slide. Why does the pressure feel so relentless? And actually, we know about this pressure or noise because people post about it. The internet is everywhere. It's we can almost not live without it. So we see people's highlights, but the thing with the highlights is we see what they want us to see. Social media only shows the highlight reel. You see someone's win, you see people's win. We don't know the struggle and the stress behind it. Someone can post they got a job at Meta. We don't know, maybe they've probably been trying to get in for maybe 5 years, 6 years. We don't know if the person has some kind of connection inside Meta that they could easily just get the role. Exactly. So everyone's timeline is different and that's not a problem to fix. Next slide. Hey, taking every advice with a sprinkle of salt. Like the second highlight, walk into companies and ask for a job. I know of some places, maybe if you walk in, they can get you arrested for jaywalking or they'll call the security on you. Maybe they feel you want to come and do something in the company. People are always going to have what they feel is best. What worked for them might not actually work for you. Make a video saying you want a job, like that viral post. There are different outcomes for this kind of thing. So pay for Cloud Pro and build crazy projects. Not everyone can actually pay for Cloud Pro. There are so many. As a graduate of economics, we talked about many stochastic terms, so many stochastic factors in life. What worked for A might not work for B, even if the same method and everything is applied. So if someone says, okay, do this, you actually think it through and see if it can actually work in your own situation and wherever you are. Next slide. What releasing the pressure looks like. Um, Part of the pressure now with this whole AI thing, people are like, okay, AI is coming for jobs in design, AI is coming for jobs in engineering. People have an idea, okay, everybody should go towards cyber security. Everybody should go towards this. People should not do this. People should not do that. So actually, if you want to, I'm going to be speaking from a tech perspective since that's my niche. So everyone has an idea of or an opinion of where you should enter. So doing front end engineering because you want it. That's why I tried so many different aspects of tech before I finally decided to settle with engineering. So no one can say, okay, why didn't you do this? I might actually say, I've actually tried that before and it's not what I want. You do a particular field in tech because it's what you want. Bring your whole self. Tech is actually not secluded for a particular type of people or a particular category of people. Actually, anyone can come into tech. Maybe you have a background in tailoring, a background in fashion design, music. Tech can always be brought into whatever aspect you are. You just have to be open minded, actually. Context shapes your strategy. Exactly. What works for one person, if you want to apply it, you apply it based on your circumstances, not copy and paste without formatting or doing anything to the procedure. Define your own metrics. Someone's wins for 3 months, 2 months might actually, not even might, will actually differ from yours. Your progress is personal to you, so don't let the pressure or what you see on social media make you compare your progress in or your growth in 1 year to another person's growth or supposed growth in 1 year. Next slide, please. Yeah, when I try to follow the crowd, this especially on LinkedIn, people have a lot of takes. Let me just call it that. If you post every day consistently, you'll be noticeable, and then you'll be able to get a job. If you do this, you do that. People for posting now. Let me use posting on LinkedIn for example. I had a particular period of time that I posted on LinkedIn almost every day for maybe about a month, and I was not seeing numbers. I was seeing numbers, maybe I would get views, but it's not I was not getting the job as they promised I would or as they said I would when I post consistently on LinkedIn. Or sending cold DMs. Some people are lucky, they send cold DMs, they get answers, they get the job offer that they want. I saw a post on Twitter some days ago, and it was a picture of a cold DM that the lead of a company posted. So some people it works for some people, it might not work for some people. It might work maybe one in maybe 200 DMs. Exactly. So next slide. Build, connect, and grow. All in all, whatever you're posting on LinkedIn, posting anywhere, saying you must actually grow in whatever aspect you're doing. Let there be growth and not growth that social media has us or has labeled as growth. Okay, maybe if you can build the next AI, if you can build the next big thing, that's growth. No, if you can build A and then you move to B, it's still growth. Growth is actually personal to you. You build projects as you learn. Okay, making connections. This is actually very, very important. And it's also something I'm trying to work on as well. If you go out, go to events, try to meet people, and not only in the transactional sense that, okay, you're meeting someone because of what you can get from the person. If you, some people go to tech events and then they only network with maybe founders or CEOs. and they believe that anyone that's not a CEO, they don't have anything to say with you, anything to connect with you. So I feel if you go to a tech event, be free, actually connect with basically anybody. We don't know who is who. Somebody that's maybe just a newbie in tech might actually be able to link you up to your next big role. We have no idea. Life has no manual. Track your own growth. This is important. I've said before. Let's say you move from A to B. That's your own growth. It's personal. Celebrate your own progress at every step of the way. Next slide. Okay, yeah. Interactive side. If you have any questions or any comments, maybe any of the takes that you've heard or that are popular, can let me know. The next slide. Okay, yeah. So I think today is Friday. So can just take it to do this weekend. Maybe why you got into tech. Just sit down and do a little introspection, so to say. Noise is loud, but it's not personalized to you. Someone's 3 months progress does not have to be your month progress. Or someone doing this, what you should do in your 20s, and then you're in your 20s and you're not able to do those kind of things, and then you start feeling down. No, your path doesn't need to look like anyone else's exactly. Build, connect, and define progress on your own terms. And then, if you feel my own opinion or what I've shared as well is part of the noise, that's quite fine. You can as well not listen to me. Next slide. Yeah, that'll be all. Thank you.
All right. So I can start it off with my first question. If you could give a little bit more detail about your background, obviously, like you said, um, progress isn't linear, and what works for some people might not work for others, but can you kind of go over what's worked for you personally on your journey in tech?
Okay, some people or posting on LinkedIn is said to get us a job, get us linked to someone that knows someone. Personally, all the jobs and gigs I've gotten were from friends. Okay, I know this person, and person is like, my friend is like, are you free? I have a job that I want to do, and I'm going to need a developer to work on it with me, and that's how I get my gigs. Sometimes on Twitter, I don't post often on Twitter, but I've tried code DMs on LinkedIn. Code DMs are a lot. For example, in January, I think I sent about 50 code DMs and
Wow.
I only got one response. So
Wow.
yeah, so basically it's about finding what works for you. For me, I've seen that referrals work for me or maybe a friend. So if I go to tech events, I try to meet as many people as possible. We never know who's going to link us to our next big thing.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I know Grace Hopper conference is coming up in October. For all of you guys that don't know, I would recommend, if you have the means to get there, you should definitely try and network there if you can. Okay, looks like there's somebody typing in the chat. Let's see. Okay, can you see the question or do you want me to read it out for you?
Um, I've seen it. So for tips on building, take for example hackathons. During hackathons, there is usually a free, should I call, channel for you to talk with other people. Okay, hi, I'm a designer. Hi, I'm a developer. Would you like to get to know each other? And then you might end up building together for the hackathon. Or maybe someone posts something and then you read it and it's interesting. You ask the question, oh, this thing you posted is actually interesting. Would you tell me about it? That kind of thing. It's not about the number. Some people can have maybe like 100 people in their contact list, and maybe they only speak to about five, or maybe only five know them personally. So it's about making quality relationships. So building together in hackathons, getting to know what they do. Yeah, that's I think that works best. Do you believe networking is more important than building the actual skill set? Um, Networking and skill sets. Let's say I'm meeting someone, for example, and I say I am good at so and so, and the person actually has happens to have a job, and the person says, "Oh, look, I have this. Would you love to come on board?" And I come on board, and I'm not able to perform as I said I could. So don't over promise. Okay, if you're a beginner, there's actually nothing wrong with saying that, "Hi, I'm a beginner," or "Hi, I just got into tech. I'm interested in so and so. I'm at so and so level. I am learning this, I am learning that." So I think they are on par. Your skill, you should have the skill that you are telling people you have. I hope that answers the question. Do you have any advice on getting internships, mainly related to CS and STEM? I do not. It's just, should I say, trying your luck. Like I said, referrals. Then I believe there are some sites that you can go to check if they are. You can also try code DMs as well. It didn't work for me, but it might work for you. If you're lucky enough, maybe you text the right person. Okay, hi, I'm looking for an internship at so and so. Would you be able to help me out, or do you know someone that can help me out? You can try sites, try referrals, try code DMs. See the one that works for you. How do you work with AI tools? Where do you draw the line on what you delegate to it and what you keep to yourself? Okay, with the whole AI fiasco now, it's very easy for someone to say he knows how to do this without knowing how to do it. So the way I use AI is I give it for example now, I actually prefer working on the back end more than the front end. So if I can give the AI to work on my front end for me, that's going to slash the time I'm supposed to spend if I was to do it manually into like half. But I also ensure that whatever the AI gives me, I go through it, I look at it to make sure it's correct, and also ensure that I actually understand it. Okay, it's used this concept, or it's used this method. Why did it use this method? Or it's used this method. I know how to use another method. You can try it using the method you know, or you can learn the method that it gives you. Sometimes AI gives us a lot of code. Maybe it gives us code of 1,000 lines that can actually be done in less, maybe 600 lines thereabouts. So you have to go through what AI gives you very well before you just put it in. Okay, now any more questions? I hope I answered your question, Fadex. Fadex, sorry.
Yeah, well, okay, good. Um, just a couple more minutes for you guys to see if there's any other questions. To kind of elaborate on what Sandra's been saying, yes, hackathons are like a great way to build connections as long as you have a good team. We are going to be hosting a hackathon in August, which is really exciting. So you guys can definitely network with each other and build teams, and also find teammates on DevPost that way as well. Um, and also to add on for internships, like Sandra said, it really just does depend. Like, some people will get answers to cold DMs because you have an impressive profile. If you message somebody with a cold DM and you have nothing on your profile, they might think it's a scam. So it's all about context, really. Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat. Sandra, are students allowed to connect with you on LinkedIn? Would you like them to connect with you?
Yes, I'm open to connections on LinkedIn. Um, I can drop my um profile name in the chat, so
Okay,
I'll respond to.
awesome. All right, and if you guys have any friends that might be interested, oh, there's another question. Okay, I'll save my closing message for after you answer that question.
Do you still recommend lead coding? Has it at any point worked for you? So far, the gigs I've needed to work on didn't directly need lead code. I think lead code are needed if you want to go for big tech, maybe Meta, Facebook, Amazon, maybe if you want to work for those kind of companies. But let's say you want to work for little companies that just need a developer and engineer on site, you don't technically need it, but it's also not bad to know. For example, if you know a concept in lead code, I think for sorting and everything, it can actually be implemented in your code. It's not just enough to just know how to solve it on lead code. You should be able to apply it. So it's not wrong if you know it, but it's not really compulsory.
Okay, I see a couple more people typing in the chat.
I'm afraid sometimes code messaging might come off as desperate and it feels embarrassing. Well, the world belongs to risk takers. You can't really achieve much if you're not willing to, or if you don't want to. You have to be bold enough to actually take the step. You take the step, you send them a message. If they don't reply, you actually just move on. If they reply, lucky you. The highest they can really say is no. That's the highest they can say. Or maybe they tell you, okay, your profile needs work, and then they put you through, and then you get something that, okay, you get a concept. Maybe they tell you, okay, try so, 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 and so. You try it for your next code DM, and probably it works.
Okay, I see Bob is typing in the chat. That probably won't be a question. It's probably going to be some more advice, but we can wait just in case.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Don't stalk people to find their emails to ask them for a job, because that's creepy. Just message their public profile. Uh, okay. Yeah, that's probably not going to be a question. Yeah, Bob has experience with that, unfortunately. Um,
Wow.
yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Sandra. I'm sure everyone really appreciated that. We're at a season right now in our lives where some of us are graduating and feeling the pressure to find a job, or starting out and still in school and feeling pressure to find an internship. So, we really appreciate you coming out and answering questions. And if you guys have friends who want to watch this recording later, we'll have it posted on our YouTube channel in a couple days. But yeah, everyone say thank you to Sandra in the chat. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. It was nice speaking. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, and that's going to conclude the workshop. Thank you guys.